Visayas, and Mindanao. Welcome to DepEd TV. My name is Sir Pao, your techie teacher in technology and livelihood education. Today, join me as we develop your life skills in Information and Communications Technology or ICT. To those watching us via Facebook Live, do not forget to post a picture of yourself while watching and use the hashtag #ILoveTLE. Make sure that your post is public. Be ready, get your pen and paper and self-learning module, and let's begin our ICT journey. In our last episode, we learned about computer system servicing, components, and computer system. As a review, let's have the newest game show on DepEd TV. This is 4 images, 1 word. DepEd TV TLE edition. Let's call our friend, the teacher from the future, Teacher Ellie, to tell us about this game.
Players should listen carefully, for you only have 5 seconds to answer the questions before we move on to the next round. You may post your answer on our Facebook live stream or write it in your notebook.
Let's begin. Here is the first set of pictures. Those are hand tools.
Hand tools are devices that can be manually operated by hand.
Now, here is the second set of pictures. Those are input devices.
Input devices are computer parts that accept data and instructions from the user or another computer system.
Let's have our third set of pictures. Output devices.
Output devices are computer parts that display results after the computer has processed the input data.
Let's have our fourth set of pictures. Those are storage devices.
Storage devices are used as permanent storage for data.
Now let's get back to our regular program. In performing computer system servicing or CSS, health and safety protocols must be observed at all times for you to stay away from harm, injury, or even death. We call that protocol as Occupational Health and Safety or OHS. What is OHS? According to the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE, the occupational safety and health standards were created to safeguard the worker's social and economic well-being, as well as his physical safety and health. Here are the following occupational health and safety guidelines for us to follow. Do not work alone, so that someone can take care of you in case of an emergency. Always practice a buddy system when performing activities. If an emergency happens, your body may call for help. Make sure to power off or unplug the computer before working on it. Take away any liquid near your working area to avoid getting electrocuted or accidentally damaging computer parts. Be careful with tools that may cause a short circuit. Some tools are made of metal, may cause a short circuit when not properly used. Always discharge yourself before touching any part of the computer. Using an anti-static wrist strap or touching any metal part may help prevent electrostatic discharge. Do not use excessive force if things don't quite slip into place. Always check if there are screws left unscrewed before lifting any computer components, especially the motherboard, to avoid breakage. Clean the area before and after using it to maintain sanitation and to prevent accidents. Working in a messy environment causes hazards and may increase accidents. Hold the components by the edges and do not touch the integrated circuit or IC parts. Avoid touching the pins and connectors. Always wear personal protective equipment or PPE, following the organization's OHS procedures and practices. Wearing PPEs can protect your body from harm while working. We must ensure that all pins are properly aligned to avoid a short circuit. Emergency measures during workplace accidents, fire, and other emergencies are recognized and known to everyone. We must be familiar with the emergency plan of our work area. Know the emergency exits. Use brushes, compressed air, or a blower in cleaning the computer system. Never use your breath to blow the dirt. Let the brush or compressed air do the cleaning for you. In computer system servicing, we follow the 5S series of activities, which is designed to minimize waste while attaining productivity and order in the workplace to avoid errors, defects, and injuries in our workstation. It originated from Japan. The 5 S's are Siri, Seton, Siso, Shiketsu, and Shitsuke. In English, these words are translated as sort, straighten, shine, standardize, and sustain. Step 1. Siri. The sort function within 5S tells us about the tools we need the most in performing specific tasks in the workstation. Other tools that are not required will be removed from the work area. We follow the red tag technique in determining the tools that we don't need in our workplace, and they should be taken out of the station. For example, if you are asked to perform a computer assembly, you will need a certain set of tools such as a screwdriver, flashlight, and pliers. The tools that are not needed will be put under red tag and placed in the holding area. Only keep the things that you need in your workplace. The next step of 5S is Seton, also referred to as store or set in order. It follows the model, there must be a place for everything. Tools must be properly labeled and must be grouped according to its category, type, or frequency of use. The next step of 5S is the shine or sweep, CISO. It is important to clean and maintain your CSS tools to prolong its use. Maintaining our tools and equipment will prolong their lifespan. In computer systems servicing, you may perform the following: cleaning your computer casing, wiping off your monitor screen, or brushing the keyboard, and tying the cables with cable ties. The next step of 5S is referred to as standardized or Shiketsu. Following standard procedures is important because it enables every CSS students to see what success looks like. Success means able to assemble a computer and able to create a network of computers. Standardized also means practicing the first 3 S's repeatedly: Siri, Seton, CISO. You can use a technique like following the job cycle chart or by using a performance criteria checklist to ensure the completeness of tasks. The last step of 5S is referred to as sustain or Shitsuke. Ensures the other 4 S's remain in place long term. This prevents you from returning to old behaviors and habits in the workplace. Without this 5th S, the other 4 S's will be soon collapse. By implementing the 5 S's in the workplace, we can ensure safety, quality, and productivity. Shitsuke or sustain is a never-ending cyclic process of the 4 other S's and is at the center. Have you ever felt back pains when you use the computer for a long period of time? If your answer is yes, ergonomics is the answer. Ergonomics is the science of designing equipment to make the working environment safe and comfortable. When sitting in front of the computer, make sure that you are sitting in the right way. If you slouch or sit too far away from the computer table, your body will soon be in great pain. Here are some things you need to remember to keep yourself safe and comfortable while you are working on the computer. 1. Sit up straight. This will keep your shoulder and neck from getting stiff. 2. Place your feet flat on the floor. If your feet do not reach the floor, use a stable footrest. 3. Your elbows should be bent at the right angle at your side. This position allows your arms to be relaxed. 4. Make sure your monitor is right in front of you. It is best to sit about 2 feet away from the screen. 5. Look away from the computer every few minutes to rest your eyes. Blink a few times. Do not let your eyes get tired. When working on the computer for a long time, take frequent short breaks. Wiggle your fingers, shake your hands, and stand up and stretch on your tiptoes. 7. Do not squeeze the mouse. Lay your hand gently on it. When moving the mouse, move your whole arm, not just your hand. Do you know that prolonged work on the computer can cause carpal tunnel syndrome? Carpal tunnel syndrome, or CTS, is a common condition that causes pain and numbness in the hand and arm. The situation occurs when one of the hand's major nerves, the median nerve, is squeezed or compressed as it travels through the wrist. To prevent us from getting CTS, keep wrists straight or in a neutral position. Once again, I'm your game master, Sir Pao, and this is TechnoQuest, the DepEd TV edition, TLE quiz.
The game is composed of 5 rounds. Players should listen carefully, for you only have 5 seconds to answer the questions before we move on to the next round. You may post your answer on our Facebook live stream or write it in your notebook.
Thank you, Teacher Ellie. Here is round number 1. The following are the reasons why we need to follow occupational health and safety, except A. To protect people's health, B. To practice safety at the workplace, C. To avoid death, or D. To enjoy and have fun. The correct answer is letter D. To enjoy and have fun. It is not an occupational health and safety protocol. Let's play round 2. Why should we never work alone? A. So that working won't be so boring. B. So that you can have someone to talk to. C. So that someone may call for rescue in case of an emergency. Letter D. So that someone will clean the workplace afterwards. If your answer is letter C, so that someone may call for rescue in case of emergency, you are correct. Round number 3. What might happen if you put any liquids near the computer? A. You will not get thirsty. B. Your computer will be cleaned when the water spills. Letter C. It can be used to clean your computer. Or letter D. It may damage your computer when accidents happen. The correct answer is letter D. It may damage your computer when accidents happen. Let's play round number 4. What is the Japanese translation of sort, which includes the use of the red tag technique? A. Siri. B. Seaton. C. CISO. Or D. Shiketsu. The correct answer is letter A, round number 5. Which of the following statements is not making yourself safe and comfortable while working on the computer? A. Sit up straight. B. Place your feet flat on the floor. C. Make sure your monitor is right in front of you. And letter D. Squeeze the mouse to make you feel relaxed. If you choose letter D, congratulations! Amazing learners! I hope you learned a lot from this episode. Let's call once again our teacher from the future, Teacher LE, to do the recap.
Hi learners! Again, I am Teacher LE, the teacher from the future. Today, you just learned about occupational health and safety. It deals with the policies, procedures, and activities that aim to protect the health and safety of all the people in the workplace. We also talked about the 5 S's in performing computer system servicing. They are Siri, Siton, Siso, Shiketsu, and Shitsuke in Japanese, or sort, straighten, shine, standardize, and sustain in English. We also discussed ergonomics. Ergonomics is the science of designing equipment for a safe and comfortable working environment.
Before we end our lesson, I would like to leave you this message from Jean Ron. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. So always practice the 5 S's of computer system servicing to develop your self-discipline and to be able to accomplish your tasks on time. In our next episode, we are going to dive into more knowledge and understanding about performing mensuration and calculation. You can still watch the replay of this episode on YouTube. Just search for DepEd TV Official and have fun learning. Once again, I am your techie teacher, Pao, saying quality education will be achieved when one is eager to learn and is innovative. In TLE, there is life. Together we grow as one. And this is DepEd TV. #I love TLE.